Our team coverage of the savage storm kicks off this half hour with the extensive damage in many neighborhoods in Queens.
Seriously strong winds brought down huge trees, and the cleanup is just getting underway. CBS 2's Jay Dow checking things out in Forest Hills. Good morning, Jay.
Well, good morning to you, Maurice. You'd think we're standing in a forest, but we're actually in a small park right off Queens Boulevard, and we see small branches, medium branches that are all down, and big limbs like this one. You know, there have been 8 tornadoes that have hit New York City since 1950, and the National Weather Service is going to be out here today to determine if indeed a tornado touchdown yesterday. One of the major indicators that they'll be looking at is what kind of damage. You can see this tree, every one of its limbs snapped off cleanly at the top. Some of the indicators are whether the branches were twisted off or do they have a lot of straight line damage. This is the things that people will be looking at all day today as they take out their cell phones to snap pictures, and the National Weather Service will be asking those questions as well.
It is official. We had 3 tornadoes produced yesterday. We had an EF0 in Park Slope, New York, an EF1 in Flushing, New York, and an EF1 also in Woodruff, New Jersey. Now, we're all familiar with what a tornado is. Officially, it's a violent rotating column of air. That air is actually twisting. But what's an EF0? What's an EF1? Well, an EF1 is stronger than an EF0. Now, we had one EF0 yesterday with winds at 65 to 85 miles per hour. The EF1s were coming in with winds anywhere between 86 up to 110 miles per hour. But we also talk about microbursts, and I'm sure a lot of you are saying, what's a microburst? Well, we had one in Forest Hills, we had one in Perth Amboy as well. It is a strong downdraft that develops from a thunderstorm. Now that air comes rushing out of that thundercloud, right, really fast. When it hits the ground, think about this. What's it going to do? It's not going to burrow into the ground. It's going to spread out in these strong straight line winds. Some of the straight line winds associated with the microburst yesterday in Forest Hills, stronger than either of the 2 tornadoes. We're talking winds in Forest Hills up to 125 miles per hour. Now, I was up in Chopper 2 HD today, flying over the area. Take a look at some of the damage that we see. You'll see a lot of these limbs are twisted off, and a lot of the trees just blown right over. Super strong winds. You're looking at the Park Slope area where I saw tree after tree, neighborhoods with every tree had the top sheared off. You also see it in Flushing. I have some friends who were on the ground rolling some cameras and were taking their cameras and rolling some tape for us. And again, strong, huge trees just pushed right over. Look at that one. You could actually see on that limb how it was twisted and not cracked off. But again, a real strong storm yesterday with violent weather all throughout the area. Whether you had a tornado, whether you had a microburst, whether you just had a strong thunderstorm in your backyard, it was one of the most violent weather days I've ever seen here in New York City. Guys, let's go back to you.